On Monday, the United States Supreme Court did what everybody thought the United States Supreme Court was going to do, and they ruled that Donald Trump cannot be kicked off of state ballots using the 14th Amendment. Now, the Supreme Court had heard arguments in this case on February 8th. Less than a month later, on Monday, March 4th, they handed down their unanimous decision, which means even the liberals on the court went with this decision, saying that no, states, you do not have that authority. Only Congress can determine who is eligible for the ballot under the 14th Amendment. So the Supreme Court said that people can be kicked off using the 14th Amendment if they're a state candidate. States, you absolutely can do that. So that's a bit of a plus, right? Good for the states. They do, according to the Supreme Court, have that authority. But if you want to kick somebody off a federal ballot, then you're going to have Congress go ahead and approve that, which, as we know, because Republicans hold Congress, that ain't going to happen. So the Supreme Court, all 9 justices, gave Trump a major, major victory. But it's a victory everybody saw coming. Okay, this is not unexpected. This was not shocking. This was not even devastating, because I think at this point everybody knew this is what the Supreme Court was going to do. But yes, this does officially mean that any state that has kicked Trump off the ballot, most recently we saw it happen in Illinois last week, those it's over. It's done. You can't do it. If you don't have congressional approval, you cannot do it, and you're not going to get congressional approval, so it's over. So now we move forward, right? That is the only thing we can do at this point. We can't hem and haw and be upset. And I mean, sure, I guess we can be upset at the Supreme Court. Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot change this decision that was handed down, and we've got to move forward. I mean, don't look in the rearview mirror in this particular instance. Trump is staying on the ballot. We all assumed it was going to happen. Let's beat him, right? That's all we can do at this point. Let's beat him. Let's make sure that enough people turn out to vote against him. Notice the language I said there, vote against him. I'm not telling you to vote for a specific person. I'm just telling you vote against Donald Trump. So that's what we do. And that's what should have been the plan all along. We should not be relying on these court cases, especially with the right tilt of the court, to save us. We have to do that. This is in our hands. And I don't want to in any way undermine the legal challenges that these groups have gone to kick Donald Trump off the ballot. They did phenomenal work. And I do think the Supreme Court screwed the pooch on this. I think they're 100% wrong. There is nothing in that 14th Amendment that says that Congress has the authority to do this. This was a bastardization of the 14th Amendment by the United States Supreme Court. The ruling is wrong. It's just flat out constitutionally wrong. But we can't change it. So move on. That is the only advice I can give. It is the only thing we are even capable of doing. It's over. He's on the ballot. Let's beat him in November.
One of today's video sponsors is Miracle Made. Your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality. And if you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend that you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. Using these silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA, Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get better sleep every night. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands, and they feel as nice, if not nicer, than bed sheets used by most 5-star hotels. And it's designed for your skin. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. Now, I've been using Miracle Made bed sheets for over a year now, and I absolutely love them. They help keep me cool throughout the night, which means that I'm getting better sleep because I'm not waking up all throughout the night from being too hot. So go to trymiracle.com/ROF to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code ROF at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/ROF and use the code ROF to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/ROF.